And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Got another great show lined up. Absolutely. I look all over the globe, and it seems like starting from 2 weeks ago, when I literally thought, oh my God, this is going to take another 3 or 4 years. And then all of a sudden now, past 2 weeks, it just totally changed. Every day I'm seeing major moves. Global crypto regulations are the first thing we need to get rich. Number two, global cryptonization of real world assets. When we got those two, that's when I'm concerned about being rich and how I'm gonna spend all that money, right? I don't care about no pumps. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about a fucking thing. All I want to look at in the news now, I got two cryptos that we maybe talked about once on this channel. I'm going to bring them up because it might be worth some of you guys getting them. They've got major moves they're making. Some of them are worked with 30 to 50 different global international organizations. There's a couple cryptos we're going over in today's show. 2 to 3 of them we don't normally ever really talk about. I think I'll open up the phone lines at the 30-minute mark. So let's go ahead and start on this. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. Today you're going to see stuff. You're going to see different cryptos and stuff, and I'm probably going to recommend some people to get, but not any of you watching the show. Oh, got him. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. And my shirt today says China, 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 China. All right. So don't buy anything I tell you to get. First person here today, CLUless, Clueless. Underpass 61, MKP, Ham, Danny Boy, Jeremy the Great, Helio Bob is here, 1970s legend. J-Man, Not a Zip, Scotty F, Not a Zip, we're going back and forth again. Yep, yeah, buddy. And they're chopping it up. And boy, they're having a good old conversation, but they're talking about what's been going on the past 20 years in crypto. Henry Brown, just showing my respects to everyone, and I appreciate the lies and such. I'm at my mom's, now finally out of the hospital after days in the ICU. Shout out Hulk. Wow, man. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Yeah, just take a lot of CoQ10 and hawthornberry and shit like that for your heart. All right. Let's see. We got RWT456. I want MTG versus AOC cage match. Oh my gosh. Oh, you gotta love it. Mama Lacey, XRP Mama, Tar Heels here. Armor of God, Mimi Cool Cat, Cooper Boy. All right, where do we start? My God, the news. I really don't know where to start. I've got so much great stuff. Armor of God. Hulk, you think we'll see a pump tomorrow? Oh, here we go. I don't know, man. You know, that's just speculation stuff. So if there's a pump and it goes to $2 or $3, guess what happens? It goes back down. I don't trade like that. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't. So that shit does not concern me. But yeah, I mean, if you play your cards right and you want to put $100 to $500 on an exchange and let it sit, and when your XRP goes from 80 cents to $2 or something, sell it the fuck off. 500 gets you. If you got 500 XRPs or 1,000, I guess if you're buying them today at 80 cents, $500 would get you maybe 315 or 20 of them or some, I don't know, somewhere around there, or maybe not even that. But anyhow, whatever. So you have 300 XRP. and you triple your money, you got 1,500, goes back down to 85 cents, you buy back in. I mean, so I don't deal with that. It's just it's not my thing, man. I'm the kind where I'll just wait. I'm fine with that, really. It takes another year, 2 years. That's how it goes. Eventually, I'm gonna be fucking rich. So I just don't care. Like in the meantime, I'm not trying to fuck up. You know, it's like when you finally get early to something. Like when I'm early to this crypto, I'm so early. Oh my god, XRP's at 15 cents a piece and shit. Um, and there's other people that got them at like a nickel, and then the whales got them at like 0.01 cent or 0.003 cents. You spend like $50 and you get like 50,000 XRP for $50. You're like, damn. But yeah. Salvador Rami, thank you very much for that donation and motivation. That's motivation donation. Lou Diamond 84, thank you very much for that donation. I'm just looking at that little picture where the people are blowing the trumpets. But okay, let's take a look. God, okay, let's get into some alternative crypto. All we talk about is XR Pizzle. Now we're going to talk about Hedera. Hedera. Let me do a copy paste. Hedera might be something worth messing with. Eric Goldsmith. Now that's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, man, I appreciate every single donation. I totally do. So, Eric, thank you very much for that. Now I'm going to show you how, Eric, I'm going to show you how to make money. Crazy amounts. Insane asylum, crazy money. Shinhan Bank and the Siam Commercial Bank, TechX, conduct stablecoin trial on what network? Hedera HASHGRAPH. HASHGRAPH. Today, Koreans Shinhan Bank and Siam Commercial Bank said they're all done with a proof of concept to use stable coins on the Hedera public distributed ledger technology. A major Taiwanese financial institution also participated, enabling cross-border remittances and just like Ripple and real-time foreign exchange. Kind of sounds like it's doing the job of Ripple and the XDC crypto, which is R3's, has a quarter platform. Long story, Ripple and R3 were partners. R3 couldn't come up with the crypto, so they had to have Zinfin make it like 2 or 3 years later. But anyhow, I have to hydrate again. In the summer here, I've always got ice water with me. Standard protocol. So yeah, so when you hear foreign exchange, we've gone over this like a gazillion times. Now if we're not talking about Hedera, because it's a different beast. A hash graph's not a crypto, so it works differently. I'm not getting into the differences because I've not studied it, and when I did study it like a year ago, it was just for like a couple hours. That's it. So would I have a friend get Hedera? Yeah, it's a solid company, completely solid. Now, if you want to look at the second paragraph, click on Hedera, the word Hedera, right before it says governing council. I'm gonna see if it shows. Okay, I don't see it just right here. Hedera's got like 50. I'm gonna click out of it and go back to my article, my articulo. Just so you know, I'm gonna get into this article, but I'm gonna first just say, okay, so Hedera Hashcraft has a group of like the world's biggest 50 corporations that work with Hedera to create an awesome distributed ledger technology. Okay. You got the biggest names in the industry, like Boeing and shit. You got the global business, not just American. We're talking global businesses work with Hedera. That's major. That tells me right there. I mean, I'd buy it. Me personally, I don't have any. Long story. I'm not going to get into. This channel for today, I'm going to give you guys alternatives. Ones that, if we back the clock up 3.5 years ago when I got all my crypto, I probably would maybe have gotten 70% XRP, maybe 60% XRP, 20, well, maybe 50%. It's a little tricky because I didn't know what I knew then, I know now. But I might do a deal where it's half XRP or something like that, 20% XLM. I mean, I can't even say this stuff because it's like, I don't know how all this goes. All right. So I don't even want to get into like telling you like what I would think because I don't want someone to copy what I do and for it to be completely wrong. So just strike whatever I said. I'm not a financial advisor. Let me go back to the article. So this Shinham Bank, and you have Siam Commercial Bank. That's a Ripple partner. I'm wondering if Shinham Bank is a Ripple partner as well. Shinham Bank. Yeah. Ripple signs up second most significant Korea bank, Shinham. So now I've confirmed. This is a little tricky, isn't it? You know, I mean, damn, you got both of these banks. This is a little. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. Shinham Bank is a confirmed Ripple partner. Siam Commercial Bank, confirmed Ripple partner. And they're using, they did a test on Hedera for stablecoins, and it worked. And it's going to enable cross-border payments and foreign exchange. Whoa. So that's like having an XRP and an XDC all in one. So I'll tell you what, honestly, I would give you a Crypto Hulk. Should I get Hedera? I'd say sure. From what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at facts, dude. 2 Ripple partner banks. So they already know the capabilities of the XRP and all that shit. And they know, look, these banks already know about R3 and stocks, bonds, commodities, and all that stuff, and then foreign exchange. These banks know R3's XDC crypto is the bomb. And from what I'm seeing here, Hedera gets a thumbs up. Let me move on. For Shinham, this is the second Hedera distributed ledger technology trial. It previously conducted one in conjunction with South Africa's Standard Bank. Both of the banks are on Hedera's governing council. So now, okay, remember how I did all the investigation? I found out that Ripple was in Brazil, Russia, and China, all in the first back in 2013-14. I confirmed all that. Go back in the shows and watch them. I show you all the pictures and stuff. Of those BRICS countries, or coalition countries, that's 3 of them. Brazil, Russia, and India's not there. China. So that leaves us India and South Africa, right? Here we can see South Africa looks like it's the Hedera. So that leaves India. And I still haven't really looked into India much to see like what's going on with them. But this looks like it's confirming it right here that South Africa is probably not going to use Ripple specifically. I'll have to look that one up sometime. I do a deep dive. I'm not really concerned, but I think I'll make an effort to do a special deep dive with South Africa and India. All right. So that was interesting. Now South Africa is all because I've never seen anything with South Africa with Ripple, and I'm just like, well, damn, who are they with? So it's looking to me like it's Hedera over there. Stablecoins offer a low cost, fast, and reliable way to transfer value across borders, which can help to increase financial inclusion. You know what? I did do a show on South Africa, and something is telling me R3. I think that's what they had a project going. It was a weird name project too. And then something is just reminding me about like an R3 or something. That's the only thing I can really get out of South Africa. I can't remember too much on that, but but let's keep going. So let's see here. For Shinham, this is the second. So there. Okay, now we'll go to the third paragraph. One, two, three. Okay. Stablecoins offer a low cost, fast, reliable way to transfer value across borders. With this next phase of proof of concept, we are pleased to have demonstrated how the use of Hedera's Ethereum virtual machine compatible technology helps eliminate intermediaries, reduce costs, and speed up the remittance process. Now, I'm going to argue that a little just because when I went through the Codius white paper 4 times on my show, they have a section in there about virtual machines. And that's old school technology from like 50, 60 years ago. VMs, like virtual machines. I'm just going by what I interpreted in the white paper that was written by Stefan Thomas and Evan Schwartz, who had a contributor to that of David Schwartz with offline contracts. And then the Ethereum the Ethereum Foundation did help. They were given an accolade by the Ripple group that made Codius, because I think Ethereum kind of donated something to that project. So, but what they did say about the virtual machines, I'm not saying Ethereum's virtual machine, I'm just talking about virtual machines. Based on what I read in the Codius white paper, it's kind of like virtual machines take more energy and expense. So I don't know where they're getting this reduced cost and shit here, because if I'm going to believe anything, it's going to be a white paper by Ripple. And I read it from 2014 to you guys 4 times. And what we found that virtual machines you have to have some kind of like dedicated computer just for it. It seems very expensive and outdated and not as fast or whatever, and all these things, or secure. And that's why Ripple did not use for Codius virtual machines. So I'm going to get out of the tech world because that's not my area of specialty, and I really don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you what I thought about that. To date, a significant portion or proportion of stablecoin usage has been for crypto transactions. So the average remittances around the world are 6%. Ouch. In India, the volumes are far cheaper than others. Let's go here. On low-cost networks such as Hedera, a transaction can cost a fraction of a cent. Oh. You know what? I have a feeling South Africa and India are probably going to be going with a lot of Hedera. But I'm going to maybe not say that because India's top banks, like the number 1 bank, the number 2 bank, all this shit's Ripple partners. So now I'm not saying you could use both. You could definitely use both because, I mean, Ripple, the XRP ledger, everybody's building on that. So maybe Hedera has this. I mean, look, Hedera has a use that I'm not aware of. So, and that's because I don't study it. And but I would tell my friend to get Hedera, absolutely. Hera has created a stablecoin accelerator, which plans to open source major components of the software needed to launch a stable coin. How interbank stablecoins work, I'm not getting into that. Last paragraph of the article. Another issue with stablecoins is the scalability of public blockchains and distributed ledger technology. Hedera with Ethereum virtual machine contracts can do 300 transactions per second. That's nothing. Many transactions might not need smart contracts. These can use Hedera's native token, which can have 10,000 transactions per second. So that might be kind of like the bad news. When Hedera's using a smart contract, you're down to 300 transactions a second. And if you don't use one, you can do it at 1,000. Well, with Ripple using a smart contract, I think it's damn near like 100,000 or some shit, or it's a lot. So there you have it. I just thought I'd put a Hedera article in front of you as something that's different and something that you might be interested in. Because, I mean, I don't know. Maybe XRP moons last, and you could have taken advantage of Hedera early. Like, I'm just bringing up possibilities. I feel this: the top 3x cryptos go last. That's what I truly feel. I feel that if you're into some projects that are solid, especially Hedera with the governing board of council with 50 international giants as their partners, now to me that's a solid bet. But what do I know, right? What do I know? Okay, let me check here. Let me check some comments, see what the hell you're talking about. China. Dumb question, but is H bar 20022? I would say it is. Look, they're going to try to keep some stuff secret. They're not going to tell everybody everything. All of a sudden, one day, boom, they go from 8 cents to like $800 and shit. And you're like, well, I didn't know they're compliant. Yeah, because they don't tell people this kind of shit, right? This is why all this is a gamble. I'm letting you know about Hedera just because I never see it. I'm not knocking it. When you got 50 massive global organizations working with you, you have a great platform. So, that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not trying to sell a used car or nothing. Alrighty then. Remember, for 4 months, they had to have a message deleted. Telling you, I've told my moderators, no more dumb shit on this fucking channel. As I'm telling you what, as times get closer and they get more scary, people are going to want a real channel to go to like this one. I just post up facts, okay? I don't have opinions. No one's paying me a donation to hear my fucking opinion. You guys want facts. You want deep dives. You want real information. So if some of you choose to invest in any of these projects, I'm not one of these channels that interviews, let's say, Casino Coin or something, and then I'm getting broken off money from them or whatever. Like, no, I don't do shit like that. I report on random whatever news that I see and feels important that I think you need to hear. I'm not trying to collaborate with people on YouTube. I'm not trying to do any of this dumb shit except deep dive, bring you factual information, and then at certain points, I'll be like, now this is my opinion. There you go. So I separate stuff. These other channels, now I've been talking about shit, and they've dropped. I almost have to congratulate certain people on, let's say, the internet. They'd have these really fucked up sponsors. They don't have them anymore. But they would weave their news. They'd say, oh, yeah, and money's going bad and everything. Gold's going good. And that's why I have this gold card and da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, are you seriously manipulating people by, wow. And then they talk about, yeah, it looks like we're having a recession. But you get these art paintings. So now you're talking about how bad the economy is and all this stuff. Then you bring in your art painting sponsor. Like, dude, that's manipulation. That's like very bad to do. But let me move on. Chad Cord, thank you very much for that donation. What do we got here? Oh yeah, let's go down this year. Armor of God. Under 500 tuning in. That's by design. You're being censored because you're a truth teller. Don't look at this limited audience as a failure, but something to be proud of. They only censor the truth, and we need more truth tellers. God bless you, Hulk. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna keep doing my job. I'm working on my Twitter page, and I'm working on trying to get 10,000. I'm pretty close, and then I'm gonna monetize that, and then I'm gonna go over to my The Crypto Hulk on Patreon, monetize that as well, and then YT can go eat dog shit. All right, that's all. Their days are numbered before I just get the fuck out and not waste my time with these stupid assholes. And a lot of other people do the same thing, and then YT will just be a cesspool of Democrats talking about dumbass shit. Scotty F, thanks for that donation. As always, thank you, Hulk. And then we got MC Prosperity. Thank you for that donation. Thanks, Hulk. Appreciate your insight and dedication with helping us out. Very cool. Tweeter. Let's go to the next. Oh, so going back to that Shinham Bank, really, really quick here. I'm just going to show one truth bomb to go with that. It's about Siam Commercial Bank. All right. This is a Ripple page, and it shows Siam Commercial Bank. It's got, I don't know when this article, let me look. God, it's not telling us exactly when it is. I'm going to say like 6 years ago, 6 or 7 at least. I hate when I do that. It's a Ripple page. It says Ripple helps Siam Commercial Bank drive innovation with instant cross-border remittances. Siam Commercial Bank is Thailand's longest established bank and one of the largest in terms of market capital assets. So there you have it. Siam. Now we're going to talk about Chainlink. And let's copy and paste the Chainlink articulo. Peter is here. Hello, Pedro. All right. Chainlink. Let's see if anybody's interested in Chainlink's, what they're doing. Chainlink Labs. Now, I'm reading off Chainlink because I never see news like for Hedera. I never see news for Chainlink. In the channels or the web pages I go to for news, I don't hit up your Cointelegraph or whatever because that's what everybody uses. Those are fake news channels, so I don't utilize those. I use alternative crypto news platforms. That's how I'm able to get real information. The channels you watch, they all use the fake news. All right, the fake news websites. I don't use those or whatever. Just so, and they try to hype dumb shit projects all the time. So that's why I don't go with those crypto news platforms. Chainlink Labs introduces, whoa, here we go, a cross-chain interoperability protocol. That's a massive deal right there. According to Cointelegraph, fake news, the development firm behind the Chainlink protocol and its native Link, which is right now at $7 a piece, token went live with its cross-chain protocol. It is expected that it might help to improve interoperability between traditional financial firms and both public and private blockchains. With insights from a post made on July 14th, just like a few days ago on the Chainlink blog, Kamal El Mujahid, Chief Product Officer of Chainlink Labs, a blockchain platform, announced the launch of its cross-chain interoperability protocol under early access on Ethereum, Avalanche, Polygon, Arbitrum, and Optimism. It is believed that when you see, look, it is believed, that's probably a code word for me to like turn around and run. There's nothing about Ripple, Stellar, or R3 XDC. There's nothing about them that I say it is believed, because all those 3x cryptos, it's a fact that I would start a sentence off. It is a fact that XLM can blank and blank blank. It's a fact that in 2013 Ripple's in China, right? When we do, it seems like when we're dealing with Chainlink, it is believed. See what I mean? That's kind of like, I pick up on certain things. Maybe I'm wrong, which is pretty rare, but I mean that's always a possibility. Let's move on. I just deal with facts, man. I don't fucking take chances on this shit. Zero. If I see a fact, I'm going with it more than it is believed. That's kind of like half your savings could be gone, 50-50 deal. I don't know. I don't study it enough. It is believed that the Chainlink protocol is an interoperability protocol which allows enterprises to share data and value between public and private blockchains directly from their backend systems. Furthermore, just like key standards such as TCP/IP remade a fragmented early internet into the single global internet we all know today and use, we are making, Chainlink says they're making their platform to connect the fragmented public blockchain landscape and the growing bank chain ecosystem into a single internet of contracts, says Sergey Nazarov, co-founder, CEO of Chainlink. So that's their goal, what they're trying to do. Now, if you want to follow them, that would be a good idea. I'll tell you what, if I were to invest in Chainlink, which I never will, but if I were to, I would put a tracker. I don't know how to do all this stuff. You guys know how to do this. I'm not tech smart. I would put a tracker on the word Chainlink, and then I would put in a bunch of like Bank of America, like think of all the top banks and shit that Ripple has and all these things. I put like maybe 50 words trackers in there, and anytime Chainlink does something with one of those companies, you'll get like an email or something. That's what I would do, something kind of like that. Or just put a general tracker in for anything that comes up on the internet with Chainlink in it. That's probably even simpler. I would do something like that. So there you have that one. Let me check some comments. And we've got another article that we don't normally go over again. Algorand. Yeah, I mean, if IBM is a partner with SHX Stronghold, IBM's a real deal. So if your partner is Sam Bankman-Fried and the name of your business is FTX, you want to run, right? But when you see a name like IBM, Boeing, like type in Hedera's board of governors and read all the global giant businesses working with Hedera. That's the one I would put money in. Me personally, over a Chainlink. When you got like, now what I want you to do is go to Chainlink and look at all their partners and try to figure out like how much money those partners put in, like 500,000, 50 million. See what I mean? So just because a crypto company has a partner like IBM, what's IBM doing for them? Maybe some really super, super small project, and this broke down crypto is trying to grandstand, use a name like, oh, IBM's our partner, but all IBM did was streamline their payments for their employees, like human resource shit. So they're not really like a partner, you know what I mean? But they're just trying to use the name IBM. So just kind of watch out for that. Okay, next. XR Pure, but we are getting closer to the day when we say, I told you so, towards all those that called us crazy. That's going to happen 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And this, in my whole time, what I want you to do is go back 3.5 years ago on my channel, basically the beginning, watch about the first 10 shows. I'm almost certain to be trash talking Bitcoin and Ethereum back when they were like the gods of crypto, and all the crypto channels, even the guys that had the gold cards and art paintings and shit, even them admitted to having Bitcoin and Ethereum. And one of them, the guy that's like, come on, and would tell you that, oh yeah, I just moved in an Ethereum and it cost me like $500. So I mean, all right, my whole show, not once. I've always called Ethereum and Bitcoin dog shit with chocolate pudding on top, or horse shit, or whatever I called it. And even when Bitcoin hit 80,000, I never wavered. And here we are today, and you're going to see that Bitcoin and Ethereum, now there's going to be a moon or whatever because it's all manipulation. So it may go to 100,000, 500,000, whatever, but it's like a supernova. If you study about stars, right before they burn out, boom, they explode and they're super bright, and then whoosh, they disappear and turn into a black hole. That's what's going to happen to those. I've never, ever liked either one of those cryptos. Robert Driscoll, late for class, Hulk tardy fee. Okay, I can dig it. XLM Interstellar. Let's do another newer crypto we don't really talk about here. We're going to talk about a hash graph. Here's another article. Let me do a copy and a paste. The reason I'm going over different articles is one, different cryptos now, is because they're coming up in the news like they never have. And also because I think some of these are going to spike up before XRP. It's all distraction. But again, if you got 500 Hedera sitting around, and if it doubles and triples and you want to triple your money, I mean, then do it, or hold on to it. Either one. I mean, I don't really care. But just, I want you to understand something. My belief, again, is that all these distraction cryptos, and maybe it's not bad. I'm not calling Hedera, but if Hedera goes 300%, 400 or 500%, I want you to have a certain amount of money. I want you to think ahead. What's going to happen is some of you guys are the crypto chasing type. And as a particular crypto starts going up, you're going to want to put money into it. What I want you to do now is think. How much do I want to put in? Maybe 5 different cryptos, $100 a piece. Something like that. Because I honestly believe these other cryptos, they're all going to be popping and stuff before all the 3Xs. Because they want you out of the 3X. It might happen where maybe XRP goes back down to 30 cents. Chainlink's going up to $50. And people are like, oh shit, I need to get that. Whatever's going on with all your solid investments, you don't touch those. I don't care how much they're going up. And if they continually go, because that's what the goal is, they want people to dump their X cryptos. Maybe I don't know, if Ethereum goes like 50,000 bucks or some shit slowly or whatever. Everybody's gonna be putting their money in Ethereum. It just so that's how it's gonna work. All right, just be prepared for that. And let's go to the next article. I don't like getting into all this stuff. What can a hash graph offer in an allegedly blockchain dominated market? Okay. With blockchain expected to enter mainstream adoption. See, I think you all see it. It's almost like now every day this new stuff's coming out with cryptos and all that. The article is kind of confirming that as well. With blockchain expected to enter mainstream adoption, that means we're rich. When the world uses it, and see, like, I don't know how many people are in crypto, like 1% of the population, like maybe not one, maybe a half a percent. Imagine when there's 100% and you've got trillions in this stuff. I mean, it's going to go crazy. But with blockchain expected to enter mainstream adoption, various sectors seem to have started to explore other decentralized technologies. It is believed that HashGraph, which is referred to as distributed ledger technology similar to the blockchain, is one of them. The aim of HashGraph is to provide blockchain-based advantages excluding any limits. I believe HashGraph is a distributed consensus algorithm that enables decentralized networks to reach agreement on order and validity of transactions. It's a data structure and consensus mechanism, says the founder and CEO of Seracle. That's Seracle. It's a blockchain cloud company. A lot of sirens going around here. I think it's somewhere around my house. Son of a bitch. Hopefully somebody didn't fucking die. Market reports suggest, or that's the cops. I gotta go. That's the YT police, right? Are you Crypto Hulk? No. Market reports suggest that while blockchain use proof of work or proof of stake, a hash graph makes use of a gossip protocol, which is a peer-to-peer communication structure for nodes. According to SimpleLearn, an online learning platform, blockchains were designed to provide a backlog. I'm sorry. Blockchains were designed to provide a backing technology for Bitcoin transactions, while a hash graph allows many cryptocurrencies, along with smart contracts and other distributed applications. So now we're learning more of what a hash graph is. The platform also mentioned that blockchains ensure increased security and decentralization in comparison to hash graph, which increases the level of transaction speed. With regard to hash graph benefits, it's considered to have high scalability, so you can reach more people. According to this GitHub page, HashGraph ensures inexpensiveness, 100% efficient, and can fastly process transactions. Hedera is looking pretty good. I'm going to kind of leave that out. You could read through here. I'm not going to read all through this article. This is more of a this is a good article. I'm going to let you read it on your own. If you're interested in Hedera, this would be a great article for you to look through. Okay, as another crypto, maybe you put in $200 or $300 into it. You know. And I'll leave it at that. Let me check some comments and we'll go to the next article. Compliant. Let's see. Crypto She-Hulk. Let's see. If you type in ISO, your browser see images. Okay, let me go to the next article. H bar is little to no gas fee, says Scotty F. It's fast. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay, here's a trend in Australia. Now, Australia has been a Ripple partner from like day one, way early days. What I think is that countries that are going to crypto moon first, they're going to be the early Ripple partners. So you got Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, all the Asian countries, China, China, Middle East, United Arab Emirates, South Africa, these kinds of things. The BRICS coalition nations, they're going to moon first. So there's the article. Let's go through a little bit. Commonwealth Bank scraps over-the-counter cash withdrawals. Australia, and deposits at many of its branches across Australia. ANZ Bank said they had also done this. Some Commonwealth Bank branches have gone cashless. Earlier this year, ANZ, the Australian New Zealand bank, said they had also done this. The Commonwealth Bank has opened a number of cashless branches with customers no longer able to access their money over the counter. Oh, damn. Well, that's one way to force people not to use cash, isn't it? Teller cash transactions are not available at branches, including Commonwealth Bank in the center of Sydney, along with nearby South Eveleigh, Barangaroo, Perth, in the University of Sydney, which now calls specialist centers. Daily Mail also understands some specialist center branches in Brisbane and Melbourne no longer permit over-the-counter cash withdrawals and deposit. They won't even take a cash deposit. Oh my God, this is going to happen. Deposits and withdrawals can still be made via on-site ATMs, but for those who don't have their bank card handy, things get much more difficult. Cardless cash withdrawals of up to $500 a day using the CommBank app are available. But if you need more than $500 a day, you can't not get it. Oh. Customers will need to locate a branch that still does offer teller transactions. It says here these specialist center branches focus more on business customers and loan products and are located nearby to traditional branches. We continue to maintain Australia's largest branch network. Here's what some of the Australians are saying. Bank branches without money? What the fuck? That's like having a gas station with no gas. Do they expect people to call into the branch and just say hi and have a chat? So the Australians are not happy with this, obviously. ANZ said in March, ANZ is a Ripple partner, by the way. It's stripping back some of its services, and that certain branches would no longer be carrying physical cash. Oh my God. And they're coming up with excuses like, well, if you don't actually have your bank card, we can't give you your money. Wow. Hear that? The teller proceeds to tell me that they don't have cash in the bank anymore, that you can only get it through the ATM. Oh, so at ANZ Bank, we have seen in branch transactions fall 50% over the past 5 years. So they're doing the slow squeeze. It looks to me like they're doing a slow squeeze out here to just, you don't do all your branches because that's not going to work. So you have 10 branches. You start with one, give it a month or two, see how that goes. Then you hit the second one, give it a month or two, then people adjust. And then little by little, they start chopping them down. So that's kind of what we're seeing here, the slow evolution of getting rid of cash. This is a very long article. My God. Oh, I'm serious. This fucking article is that long. You gotta be kidding me. So basically, I just wanted to show you that. I'm gonna leave this article alone. I'm gonna check some comments, but I think that's where we're seeing a trend. It's gonna be happening. Digital Aspect gave 5 people. Oh shit! I gotta still do an open phone line. Fuck. Totally. Nobody reminded me on that. Um, if you guys wanted to, you can dial one. Now you have to be a member. You have to be a member. If you can't really be driving and you're on a phone and you can't, so you have to type in a message. I'll tell you what to type in a second. The phone number is 1-916-906-3095. So Digital Aspect gave 5 people memberships. Benjamin, and then VTX Chick, Think Good Thoughts, Corey Helms, and Samuel M. So thank you to Digital Aspect. So if you're new, oh, gas stations. Wait, hold on. We got a caller. Hello, this is Crypto Hulk. Hello? I guess that one didn't work. So the area, if whatever country you're in, if you're outside of America, you got to dial a 1-916-906-3095. So let me go through the news. So if you're brand new, you have questions on something crypto. I don't know everything. If it's a prediction question on when will XRP hit $100, I can do some kind of prediction stuff. But what I look at is real world, like what's happening real world. Are banks tokenizing things, and this and that? So that's kind of like where I focus on. But new people, especially, it's worth it. There's people out there that have these phones, and you call them up. Oh, damn. Wait, hold on a minute. We got a red one here. Olliebug. I know that name. I don't. Yeah, keep doing you, buddy. I know you're good. You're going to be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams, Hulk. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Texas Life is like, we're on the right trail. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, Scotty F's like, that's a red pill. Yeah, that's some serious. Hoo-wee. Yeah, that's So, I'll tell you what, honestly, even if I'm not rewarded, it would suck if I wouldn't be, but I'm not I started the show for like 2 years, just not even trying to get money, like at all. That was like wasn't even my concern, you know? All I just wanted to do is teach people the secret, and that is what the crypto's doing and how the rest of their lives they could be super rich. And that's was really all I wanted to do. And people were asking me, why don't you get money and this and that? I'm like, because I just don't want to. Now, something happened financially to me, and I lost about 20% of my retirement because good old Uncle Biden, the president, fucked our economy up. And then one of these investments I had just fucking took a nosedive and just had to close business. So I'm like, fuck, that's like 20% of my monthly income. So I was thinking about, well, the channel's taking my time. So I thought what I'm gonna do is, you know what? I'm just gonna be a personal trainer, like under the table and make money. So I was gonna stop making videos and just be a personal trainer and try to come up with some money, to cover the 20 because two things happen. Inflation from Joe Biden, and then the investment that I had due to government regs, how they're cutting down on like oil and gas and cars and shit. I had an investment kind of in that area, and they're doing this green new fucked up deal, and I'm like, fuck. So one of the technology companies I had with automotive and engines and car tech kind of wasn't going to ever happen because the future is going to be electric shit. And so that business I was invested in, just that and other businesses in the same kind of tech area suffered heavily. And so I lost like 20%. So I'm like, fuck. And then people on the channel just said, start charging membership fees. So what I did then was keep the show open for everybody, unless you're a member. And at one point, I had to kind of shut down a lot of stuff because I just have too many dumbasses on the top chat. So if it gets like that, where there gets to be like 1,000, 1,500 people, and they're just all kinds of bots and that shit, then I'll go back to just strictly membership only shows. I might have 1 or 2 open shows a week, maybe, but I'll just go straight right back to member shows and black out all the spam and shit. But yeah, um, sure it says, yeah, Mr. President, why do you keep calling it the China virus? Because it's from China. Oh my God. Let's go over. Well, we got a call. Hello, Crypto Hulk here. Hello. Who's this? Okay, bye. All right. Societe Generale. Uh, Forge. That one's. Well, let's go over that one because that's a Ripple partner. I'm going to send you the link. Copy. We'll do a paste. All right. Let's go. Societe Generale Forge. That's a Ripple partner. Now, I want you to see. Let me read this off. Societe Generale Forge has been granted a full license as a digital asset service provider by the Autorité des Marchés Financiers. Last year, it registered as a DASP, digital asset service provider, for crypto asset trading, sales, and custody. Additionally, it now has the right to receive and transmit orders on behalf of clients and is the only licensed DASP so far. Licenses are optional, whereas registration is mandatory. Whoa. So now this Ripple partner bank is going to start selling crypto. That's what we're starting to see. Okay. Now the whales, the old money, the traditional money is getting into crypto. Licensing has additional requirements such as having professional indemnity insurance or a minimum level of capital. A licensee must have internal controls, resilient IT systems, claims and handling, all these things. Let's look into this. So here's what we got going. Traditional money wants in on all this crypto. So what they're doing is they're shutting down exchanges. A lot of these exchanges they need to shut down anyway because there's just a bunch of criminals running them. But what I'm looking at right here in this article, see what's going on. Licensing has additional requirements such as having professional indemnity insurance. Oh, so now they're going to have insurance on crypto. And guess what? If you don't have it, you can't sell it. Oh, see how this is going? Bravo. These rich people are figuring it out. Or you have to have a minimum level of capital. So to shut out all the, now look, I'm not going to pick one side of this or the other. If we don't have crypto rules, then we get FTX rug pulls all day. But that's a free market. But I'm not trying to lose money. If we go with banks that we trust, then we don't have to worry about rug pulls. But then there's other bad shit from there, right? So now, if you don't want to have insurance, if you're trying to sell crypto, you have to have a minimum level of capital. So what you probably would have to do is you could have like ABC Bank, and let's say you're a newbie, you got to get insurance. So finding an insurance company that's going to insure you, that's going to be tough. You're going to probably have to have a shit ton of money. So you put it in like some kind of an account to where if your crypto exchange goes bankrupt, that account can pay everybody off. Okay. Next, a licensee must have internal controls, resilient IT systems, claims handling. So you got to have a resilient IT system, claims handling, and other controls in place. Like you got to have an ability to deal with claims when people take losses and stuff. There are also some basic requirements such as having client contracts. So you actually have to have contracts with certain people to sell. So what they're doing is they're making it tougher and tougher and tougher for private exchanges to where they're going to squeeze out all the competition. See what's going on right here? This is a very interesting article. With the DASP license approval, Societe Generale confirms its pioneering role. They're pioneers. They're like the first ones. This is how it's going to be. We're seeing the future right here roll out with this bank, this Ripple Partner Bank. This step will allow us to continue supporting our institutional clients wishing to benefit institutional clients. Now that's your big, big money. Look right here. This step of creating all these layers of regulation will allow us to continue supporting our rich clients wishing to benefit from crypto. I'm kind of changing the words with this. Oh, Societe Generale Forte has indeed been a pioneer and a Ripple partner, by the way. It has issued its own security token back in 2009. 4 years ago, this bank already had its own crypto. In April, Societe Generale was the first subsidiary of a global systemic bank. Oh, wow. Societe Generale, think about this, was the first basically globally systemic bank. That is massive. That means they're going to be selling crypto to the globe. This is really very cool. However, that brave move has not yet been rewarded since they made their own stablecoin. It has encountered significant flack from the crypto community, which perhaps didn't appreciate the stablecoin is intended for institutional use only, not consumers. Oh, I see. That's how it's going. They're not dealing with us. They're going to deal with rich clients and other banks and shit like that. But they're a globally systemic bank. They're one of the first to offer crypto for sale. Right now they've been granted a license. They can sell crypto. That's a green light right there. Very, very cool. Let me check the comment section here. Go. Let's see. I'm going to have to report for harassment and bullying that person. So I'm seeing a lot of blocked messages from that person, so now they're completely off this channel. And then that person gets reported for harassment and bullying. Bye-bye. This is fun. I'm taking out the trash right now. Hold on. Another one. Report harassment, bullying. Adios. I like doing that. It's fun. That person. Report harassment, bullying. Got it. Awesome. One last chance. Phone number is 1-916-906-3095. Pat M. Laughter gave somebody a membership, and that was DB Crypto Night. So there you have it. Hulk, how you doing today? Hello, Crypto Hulk here. Able Ambitions. Please go ahead and type hello Hulk. It's Able Ambitions. Oh, we got members. Able Ambition. Oh, okay. So now you're on speakerphone. Welcome to the channel. What's up?
Hey, thanks for having me. I wanted to, congratulate you for being.
Whoops! I think we lost that call. Something happened. Go ahead and call back. Something happened with that. Oh no, it's weird. So let me see what's been going on here. Whoa, a lot of members getting hooked up. My God. 1970s legend gifted 20 people memberships. Effective mastermind. Hi again. Ambition. Okay, sorry about that.
Oh no, it's my fault, maybe. But yeah, am I on speaker or just?
Yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to congratulate you on being right again, spot on the day before the announcement, and even everything you talk about on this show is exactly how it actually played out. For the folks that actually read the fine details in the thing, it's exactly like we talked about. They would get a slap on the wrist. It's a commodity or it's a security depending on how it's used. It's so obvious. It's like, the experts, quote unquote, are not going to tell you these things.
Right. it's I don't know why they're hiding stuff so much. So, like, why doesn't Ripple tell us they were back in China in 2013? Why don't they tell us they were in Brazil like 10 years ago? Like, why do we have to find out on our own that Ripple's in Russia and shit? Like, and you know what? So I totally agree with that. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
Let's just say a close relative of mine has been a long time investment advisor, and that he leans on me for his crypto expertise. And I didn't say anything, but whenever the settlement hit, he says, "Oh, he see that XRP won the lawsuit, but crypto's down?" Question mark. Yeah, these people, they don't get it. They're not going to get it. They're never going to recommend for you to own this stuff. So it's real simple.
Do you think he really doesn't truly get it, or he's playing the role, like not trying to tell you the truth?
Man, it's hard to say because it's a family member, so you think that they wouldn't really be like that, but I don't think that he's actually going all in himself. So maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe it's cognitive dissonance because really, if the folks buy into what we're telling them, the truth, then it creates a slippery slope where those folks end up taking it to the logical extreme, where we end up being the middleman of reality.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
It's a little confusing, like what's going on in this crypto world. I mean, you got okay, like the whales for all this stuff. Some people are clueless, but like a lot of channels are like, well, I want to know like who these whales are. We already know. If you look at all these websites like FTX and all these are probably all the whales that got into Bitcoin and Ethereum in the very beginning. All these banks, they're all the ones that are the whales. Who the fuck's got like 200 million bucks to drop into like Bitcoin and shit like 8 years ago? It's these rich banks. That's who are the whales. It's not a mystery. When Ethereum was selling off shit and they had disguised whales, they were basically allowing Silvergate Bank and all these fucking crooked banks that are now bankrupt to get into the Bitcoins and all that stuff. And they probably use like shell companies. So from probably Ecuador or some shit that nobody knows where these come. I mean, so that's how this whole game is played. And what they do is they use us and to get these prices of Bitcoin to skyrocket and Ethereum, and they rug pull it once they make all this money. And it's that those days are coming when the Bitcoin and Ethereum will get rug pulled, and then they will already be invested in all the good cryptos like we got the 3Xs.
Yeah.
People get.
I mean, you're right on. You're hitting it right on the head. I mean, it's right out there for anyone to see. By the way, you can go look up the Pandora Papers or the Panama Papers and watch how they rotate the money and jump out with the golden parachute at the end.
Right. Yeah, the golden parachute. Yeah. Back when they see right now we don't have crypto laws and regulations, and crypto is new. It's no wonder why the SEC has not published any laws and regulations, right? They purposely haven't done it. Well, they can't do laws because they're not lawmakers, but I mean, I'm using that term loosely. The reason the SEC has not clearly established guidance is so that their rich friends can rip us off and not get in trouble, okay? So when the Ethereum project was selling off Ethereum, I think they sold 69 million of them or something. I did the program on it. I showed the web page. The web page clearly says we're going to sell these cryptos to fundraise to do it. So that's a security right there. When you admit that, I showed the Ethereum page. Go back about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, and you'll see that right there. And you're like, I make the video of it, and you're like, damn, that's a total security. But Bill Hinman allowed that to happen because the SEC purposely did not have guidance and still does not. And why is that? So the whales can do this kind of stuff and make billions and walk away and not get in trouble. Why? They didn't violate any rules. Why? Because the SEC did not make any. Get it?
You're so right, Hulk. And, I just really want to, thanks again for looking at it, everything objectively. And I look forward to watching the rest of the show.
Thank you very much for calling. Talk to you next time. All right. So that's why I did that Ethereum show, because Bill Himmon's a liar. I showed you, nobody else that I've seen has shown the original Ethereum page. And it clearly shows, right? I think it's like 69,863 Ethereum were sold. And it tells you we're selling these so we can then raise money to make the Ethereum network better. Well, when two people are involved in a common enterprise, and the goal is when you sell something to put it then back into the company because you're raising money, that's a security. So when Bill Himmon's like, yeah, it appears to me that Ethereum's decentralized. Are you fucking high? He's not high. He's a criminal. Wrong question, Crypto Hulk. Okay. But let me go back to 1970 legends. I got some people's names I got to read off, because that's what we do here is welcome new members. So we've got Effective Mastermind, Alex Zane Bendix, and then Devado. Report me, Hulk. Devado gave a donation. Thank you very much. Truth 12, Gaming Incognito, John Baba, Nathan Siegel, Pat M. Laughter, Senor Rojo, BC 250. There's a lot of people, my God. This is TR, Platinum F250, Chronic Crypto, Clark, KJR, Michael Clark, Abel, no, that's what we got there. Okay. Fausto Luis Andrade, Richard Whitmore, Maurice Billiquet. Then we got the Holy One of Israel, Stefano was given a membership. Chenny Sinden and Stacy B were given memberships by 1970 Legend. Okay, that's quite a bit. My God. All right, I guess 84 cents. Oh, now everybody started talking about price. This is fun. Let's see where we're at. Is he really checking his phone during a show? No. I'm still seeing same price as I did the whole day. Yeah, I don't see any difference in the past 12 hours, so I don't know why people are talking about that. It's same as it's been the whole day. All right. Mr. Pavlova, thanks for the membership. Paying it forward. Oh, that's cool. Very interesting. Okay, thanks for that. Mr. Pavlova. XLM is way up. So now XLM's going up. XDC is up a cent. Silent. I think I'll take this call. Hi, Crypto Hulk here. Gary Gensler. Oh, well, put your. Okay. Thanks for that. Bye. All right. Weirdo. We get those on occasion. Mr. Pavlov, Milton Brayboy. Okay. All righty. I think we'll wrap it up. I got to look for news. I'm gonna have a show tomorrow morning at 6:30, and right now it is 8 o'clock. So in about 10 hours, 10 and a half hours from now, I'm gonna have another show. I'm gonna look for news and bring my views with the news. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll see y'all in my next show if you want to check it out. My show is now security. Look at Volante. Yet another show. I got to study, got to go. Let me try to see what's going on in the world, and I'll get back to you in the morning at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. See y'all then.